all of those of you that have prayed for us to show you the Novitec Ferrari Competizione, your prayers have been answered. Have a look at this.
Yo, get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
First off, you might have a look at this car and realize that not too much has been done. It is a mannerism of us to not overdo it with cars where the manufacturer have done such a fantastic job already.
Hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
What have we actually done? The NF10s on this car, again in a slight gloss black. Over here you can have different colors and different textures for that rim. If you want to have a look at that, check out our website novitechgroup.com. This might be one of the last cars where the NF10 wheel is the top of the range, because after that, who knows, maybe there's an NF11. Now you can have two kinds of suspension setups from us for this car. One is our Novitec springs lowering the car, and the other version is an hydraulic system which also incorporates the lift should you want to have that in your Competizione. Ferrari have taken the last 70 years of what they've known and learned, and they've married that into making this love affair of form, functionality and performance. And I'm sure you would agree, doesn't this car just take your bloody breath away? Ferrari have gone all the lengths of the football field in order to make this lightweight and agile. It's got 4 independent wheels steering, 4 wheels doing the right thing at the right time to give you a more exhilarating drive and keep you on the track. It's lightweight. They've just taken a lot of the sound dampening material and gotten rid of it. That's made this car lighter. Extensive and excessive use of carbon fiber on this car, and you'll see a lot of that in the front over here with the 2 wings on the side, the sort of lip, then the intakes over there, this boomerang over here they call it. It's just gosh, wie heißt das nochmal? The blade, this bonnet blade that just runs right across the nose of the car in carbon fiber. Super sexy. The side's good, and there's more of that happening towards the rear. But let's talk about the functionality of it all, because that is what sets this car apart from everything else. So first of all, to create downforce on the nose, this bonnet blade over here that just basically separates the entire nose not just looks absolutely sick, but it's got air vents in the front and then over here at the back where the hot air from the engine, that 6.5 liter naturally aspirated V12 engine, just gets rid and shunts over to the back of the car because it revs up to 9,500 RPMs. Just listen to the number. 9,500 RPM, 6.5 liter, 12 pistons. That is rather mental. But there's a reason why they've done that. They wanted to get rid of a lot of this hot air because they've changed the induction chambers for this V12 engine, just making that lovely induction noise. And they've wanted to have a beautiful love affair between the induction noise and the exhaust noise that this car makes. Now this portion over here above this black section under the window, you know that that's a section where generally for the 812 and all we have a carbon fiber piece. I think it'll be a great addition complementing that bonnet blade. What piss tires to 488 is a little bit of what this is to the 812, so to say. They wanted it to be track orientated in order to not boil your brake fluid that quickly. It's got a completely revised braking system that actually has air vents inside. That air gets funneled into that, and that's what you see, these carbon fiber sections over there. The air goes in there and really cools down your brakes. They say that it makes a huge difference. Huge driftance. I'd love to try that out. That is just a way to keep you on the track long without brake fade, and so that your brake fluid doesn't boil, which if you haven't had that on the track, it's a scary thing. A lot of the active or the effective functional airflow happening in this car to keep it on the road nice and tight, that rough air going around the side, the extensive side skirt protrusions here, lovely. That in carbon fiber. I wish the carbon fiber mirror caps would have been there. That could have just been so cool. And also I would have smoked the indicators of just a personal preference. You let me know what you think. I want to bring your attention towards the shoulder of this car. If you want to see what I mean compared to the 812, then have a look at the link over here and you'll see the distinct difference between the shoulder of an 812 Superfast and this. There's much more happening on an 812 Superfast with regards to airflow that's been set up over here. Here they've left the shoulder quite bold, and I think that's a bold statement. And perhaps the reason for that is because the rest of the rear is ridiculous. It's radical. You'd think that this is sort of a different version of the 812 Superfast, so the sound has to be the same, but it's not quite the same. Did you guys hear that it sounds a little bit more dampened in a sense? It is because it is. The rear of the Competizione, I mean, just look at this. That's not just crazy. Boy, it's just got a torty here at the back. That's a rear view camera. You know why? You don't have a window. This entire rear, it's one of the first cars that are made with a complete covered back window, non-existent, because this is a vortex generator with 3 sets of fins protruding towards the upper and outside, navigating the air coming over the roof and then towards the side of this spoiler, which, by the way, is very large. It's much higher than what you get on these Superfast. That whole carbon fiber diffuser, everything screams aero. These sections over here, the 3 setup over here and over here, resemble the fins that you have on the Vortex there. And they are all functional. Yeah, I can look at the tire right through there. These funnels over here, all active to create downforce and making this car stick to the road. It's the most insane aspect of the car is hearing that 6.5 litre naturally aspirated engine at 9,500 RPMs coming out here and making all of manhood happy. This car fitted from the front, from that 6.5 litre naturally aspirated V12 engine, going through sport cats and the next pipe towards the rear, a rear Novitec muffler, flap actuated, and these 2 individually slightly slanted rounded pipes as opposed to those squarish ones that you get on the standard Competizione. I think they just make this car looks so aggressive at the back. Won't you agree? Just tell me what your thoughts are on this. I think it's phenomenal. I love the fact that Novitec create their own tips similar to what they've done on the Urus, always going against the grain of what society does, and where everybody's like, oh, we'll do it round, and go, well, they mean to go oval or squarish. Here, the moment you switch it on the Manantino to race, it will automatically open the exhaust flaps. Anyways, that concludes our video. I could just talk on forever about this car. This thing is so freaking inspiring and it's so sexy. Now you probably wonder what the hell happened with the color correction on this film. Well, there isn't any. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Something different in the next one. It will be back into color. Thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't yet, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that little notification bell so you stay informed whenever we upload a video. You can also follow us on TikTok or on Instagram, me personally at Beyond the Cook, or also Novitech at Novitech Group. Until next time, thank you so much for joining us and take care. Bye. So good looking. Massa goodness.
All in.